Hello and welcome to Building Confidence with District Platforms. This presentation will discuss the learning platforms that our teachers use in K through 5. Today we'll be talking about logging on to district devices, joining your first class meeting, particularly for those students who are not using Google Classroom, an orientation to Seesaw, and an orientation to Google Classroom. For those using Google Classroom, logging onto your first meeting will be covered in that video. We have flyers available that were distributed with iPads that explain how to connect to Wi-Fi. If you did not receive that flyer, please contact your site. Similarly, we have a flyer available for Chromebooks that discusses how to sign on to Wi-Fi and log into your Chromebook. So first we're going to discuss finding your first Meet link in Clever. Again, this is for students who are not using Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a great tool that teachers in grades 3 and up, and some second grade teachers, are using for communication. Google Classroom is not available to our younger students and really is not a good tool for them. But so those teachers must use Clever in order to communicate, and that is where you will most likely find your first Meet link. It is possible your teacher has approached this a different way. For example, many emailed the link to parents, and so that parents will participate in the first Meet as well. If that's the case, please follow your teacher's directions. If you are using an iPad, find the Clever icon and click. When you launch the district Chromebook, you will be logged into Clever automatically. Once you have logged into Clever, you will see several sign-on apps that your student can use to access curriculum. At the top of the screen, you will see a teacher page. Click on the teacher page to move on. Locate the Google Meet icon. It may not be in the middle of the screen. Clicking on the Meet icon will take you to the link for your teacher's Meet. Click on Join Now and be ready to meet your teacher and classmates. Some families are finding that when they log on to the very first Meet, they are asked for their child's username and password. That is located on the back of the iPad. If you type in the email address and password that you see on the back of your iPad, that will log you in. You will only need to do that once, and after that you will be able to just click on the Meet link without having to log in through Clever. So the Clever badge is only for students who are using an iPad. You do not need a badge on the Chromebook. You will be using Clever either way. In the older grades, the students on Chromebooks, they will mostly be using Clever to access their curriculum. Now in grades TK through 2, we are using a platform called Seesaw. Seesaw is a great tool for your students to show your teacher their thinking and their creativity. First tab is the journal. This is where you will see student activities that have been completed and returned by the teacher. Initially, the screen is blank because the student has not turned anything in yet. Soon now, you'll see many examples of great student creativity. The second tab is activities. These are the assignments that your student needs to work on. Each time an activity is added, you will see instructions, written, possibly video, and possibly audio. Click on the green Add Response to start. In this example, the student views the assignments, reads the written instruction, clicks on the green Add Response button, then clicks to review the instructions before continuing to work. Here's another example. I'm going to click on the green Add Response. I'm going to review my instructions, close the instructions box, and then I'm going to complete the assignment. Done, I'll click on the green check. Finally, we're going to talk about Google Classroom. Google Classroom is going to be used by students in 3rd through 8th grade and some 2nd grade students. It is a tool for organizing and distributing assignments and collecting them and then returning them with feedback. It's an organizational tool. It's not an assignment generating tool, but it is a very good way to communicate. Start by typing in your student's RCSD email address. All addresses end with kids.rcsdk8.net. Next, type your student's password. Then click the Next button in the lower right-hand corner. You're already logged into the Chromebook, so just click Log in with Google to go directly to your student's Clever page. Click on the Google Classroom icon that you see in Clever, the one that says Automatic Sign-On Apps above it. Type in the same password you used to get your Chromebook started. Clever and Google Classroom will save it, and you will not have to type it anymore. Click on the blue Join button to view your classroom, assignments, and announcements. Your classroom meet link is at the top of the page. Clicking on it too early will result in an error message. You get this message, go back and return at your assigned time. Click View Assignments at the bottom of your assignment box to see the details and any attachments. When you're done, click Turn In to signal to your teacher that you've completed the assignment. So moving forward, if you need additional information, you can follow us on our district and school Facebook pages, and you can follow our CSD's webpage. Our next webinar will be about the parent handbook, the distance learning parent handbook. That is happening on the 24th of August. I believe that that's a Tuesday, not a Monday. Oops. Yes. Thank you for viewing and have a wonderful rest of your day.